There is a breathing pattern so powerful, so effective in transforming the mind and body, that for centuries it was kept secret by monks and spiritual masters. Breathing can reprogram your reality. And there is one specific pattern, known as the 555 protocol, capable of awakening a new level of consciousness, releasing traumas, and deeply altering your vibration. The breathing pattern you adopt shapes the way your brain interprets the world. And by changing your breath, you change the frequency you emit, and with it what you attract, perceive, and manifest. Breathing, therefore, is not just physiology. It is an energetic language, a vibrational password, an access code to higher realities. The 555 protocol is not just another breathing technique. It is a neural reprogramming tool grounded in recent scientific discoveries. Its structure is simple. 5 seconds of nasal inhalation with the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, 5 seconds of retention, and 5 seconds of slow, controlled oral exhalation. 3 phases, 15 seconds per cycle. But the impact this pattern has on the nervous system and the perceptual field is profound and measurable. Whereas the 555 is not just a wellness exercise, it is a mechanism of vibrational realignment, allowing the practitioner to restructure perception and with it, their reality. It is applied spirituality. The effectiveness of the 555 protocol lies not only in its simple structure, but in the way it is performed. When practiced with presence, intention, and emotion, it becomes a technology of vibrational transformation capable of reconfiguring the perception of reality. That is why, more than following a sequence of breaths, it is essential to understand the why of each step and how to integrate it consciously. Nasal inhalation for 5 seconds. During inhalation, the tongue should rest against the roof of the mouth. The breathing should be smooth and silent, as if you were filling your body with golden energy, light, and vitality. Visualize this energy entering through your head, filling your brain, and activating the pineal gland. This moment represents the call to the system, the opening of consciousness. Retention for 5 seconds. This is the moment to plant the vibrational intention. During retention, mentally repeat a powerful phrase such as, "I am reprogramming my neuronal field to live a new reality." This command acts as an anchor, instructing the subconscious to accept the process. Oral exhalation for 5 seconds. The exhalation should be slow, deep, and relaxed, as if you were releasing all tension, fear, guilt, and limiting thoughts. Imagine the old perceptual mesh dissolving with the outgoing air. Feel your body becoming light, as if layers of accumulated mental noise were being released. Each cycle lasts 15 seconds. 3 cycles already bring lightness and focus. 5 dissolve anxiety and activate expanded perception. 10 cycles and about 2.5 minutes induce theta brainwaves, the same state monks reach after years of meditation. It is in this state that reprogramming consolidates. But breathing alone is not enough. The secret is associating it with emotion and visualization. While practicing, imagine yourself living the new reality. See the details, hear the sounds, feel the texture of the life you wish to manifest. Emotion is the fuel of reprogramming. The mind accepts as truth everything that is intensely felt. Practicing the 555 with focus and emotion is like sending a direct command to your neuronal field. Each repetition rewrites a piece of your perception. Each cycle dissolves an old pattern, and over time what was once imagined begins to become lived. This is the power of the technique, simple in form, but immensely profound in function. In the universe of neuroscience, one truth repeats: the brain learns through repetition, but not just any repetition, the kind that carries presence, intention, and emotion, and this is where the 555 protocol stands apart from other techniques. It does not just calm, it reconfigures provided it is practiced consistently, and results appear in layers, following clear cycles of transformation: 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. In the first 7 days, the most immediate effects appear. Deep rhythmic breathing decreases the activity of the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and reactivity. As a result, you experience a drastic reduction in anxiety, improved sleep, and an increase in mental clarity. Worries that once spun out of control begin to dissolve. The feeling of emotional overload transforms into a state of presence. It is like leaving survival mode and finally entering regeneration mode. From the 8th to the 14th day, the changes deepen. Continuous release of BDNF promotes the beginning of a perceptible neural restructuring. People report increased focus, easier decision-making, dissolution of psychosomatic pains, and a sense of alignment with life itself. The noisy mind begins to quiet down. This is the period when old mental patterns, such as self-sabotage, guilt, or procrastination, begin to lose strength, as if they were literally being erased. But it is in the 21-day cycle that the turning point occurs. After 3 weeks of daily practice, the new neural circuits consolidate. This means that instead of merely reacting to the world based on old conditionings, the brain begins to operate from a new internal vibrational pattern. Perception of reality changes. Synchronicities arise, new ideas flow, unexpected opportunities appear. The feeling is one of lightness, but also of power, a kind of silent inner authority born from the coherence between body, mind, and vibrational field. This process confirms what Grinberg had long stated: the neuronal field is plastic, not fixed. It responds to repeated stimuli, especially when those stimuli carry elevated vibrational information. The 555 acts as an access code, an energetic password that, when used often, permanently rewrites the internal configuration. That is why phrases like "rewire your brain in 21 days" are not just slogans. They are commands, triggers, anchors that inform the subconscious that transformation is underway and must be accepted as real. When you understand this, the practice stops being a technique and becomes a ritual, a commitment to the reality you have chosen to live. Repetition in this context is not exhaustion. It is deliberate vibrational programming. Each cycle is a seed, and 21 days is the time needed for the inner ground to become fertile and bloom into a new reality. The true strength of any practice lies in the results it generates in real life, and with the 555 protocol, reports are numerous and profound. Men who suffered from tension headaches for decades reported complete disappearance of pain after just a few days of practice. Veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder who found no relief with medication or conventional therapy discovered in the 555 a silent path to emotional release. But what is really behind these miracles? The answer lies in the neuronal field. According to Grinberg's synergic theory, when a traumatic experience is repeated or emotionally intense, it crystallizes a vibrational pattern in the neuronal field. This pattern, even if the physical body is healthy, continues to project pain, fear, tension, like a mental echo that never stops. And since perceived reality is organized from this field, the person re-experiences the trauma, even without new external events to justify it. The 555, by stimulating the vagus nerve and increasing BDNF, breaks this cycle. It does not cure the pain in the traditional way, but dissolves the neural coding that sustains that pain. And this applies as much to physical pain as to emotional blocks, limiting beliefs or patterns of scarcity. The practice acts as a vibrational cleansing of the neuronal field, freeing space for new frequencies to take its place. One woman, after 3 weeks of daily use of the technique, reported that her belief that money is hard disappeared without conscious effort. She simply began to notice opportunities where before she saw obstacles. This change did not happen outside, but within, in the way her mind filtered reality. With the field reorganized, perception expanded, and with it, manifestation too. Another case involves a businessman who had suffered from chronic insomnia for over a decade. After practicing the 555 before sleep, not only did he return to deep sleep, but he also began to have lucid dreams with solutions to his business problems. This shows that the impact of the practice is not limited to relief. It reaches the creative area of the brain, the one responsible for innovation, insight, and intuition. These accounts reinforce what Grinberg defended. External reality is an extension of the internal perceptual structure. Change the field and the world responds. The 555 is a direct way to access this invisible layer of experience, where the true causes of pain, limitation, and stagnation hide. And the most transformative thing is to understand that these results do not depend on blind belief. They happen because the brain, the body, and the energy field are biologically prepared to respond to the right vibration. The 555 provides that vibration. That is why the protocol is not just a relief technique, it is a conscious manifestation tool capable of making the invisible become real, as long as the practice is guided by intention, repetition, and emotional truth. Now that you have understood the depth and power of the 555 protocol, the true transformation begins when you decide to apply it. Knowledge alone does not change lives. It is daily, conscious, vibrational practice that creates new realities. Each breathing cycle is a seed planted in your neuronal field. With each repetition, you are telling your brain, I choose a new perception. I choose a new me. Start today. Take 3 minutes of your day, upon waking or before sleep, and practice the 555 with presence, emotion, and intention. Do not wait to feel ready. It is the practice that creates the ideal state, not the other way around. And as you dive into this new vibration, results will come. More clarity, more focus, more lightness, and yes, a reality shaped by you. And remember, you don't need to change the external world to transform your life. You only need to change the field from which your reality is born. And this begins with one breath.